Let's go. Let's go. How's it looking on your end? Amanda, how are we letting everyone in the room? Looks like Phil's in. People are starting to come in. Is that right, Amanda?
Yep, you were good to go.
Awesome. We'll give it a second to let everyone roll in, but appreciate all of you. By the way, guys, this is live. This is recorded. We're going to be cranking. Please post your chat in the chats. Any questions you have, make sure you drop your questions in the Q&A for today's session. This session is recorded. This session is live, and we're thrilled to be diving in with you today on the topic from the CEO to the SDR, how to drive revenue alignment from the top. And I've got to catch a flight literally in about, by the end of this session at 1 p.m., I got to sprint out of here. So it's perfect timing. We're going to go fast. We're going to furious. I want to hear from all of you. Let me know in the chat. How are you feeling? How's everyone doing out there right now? Let's try to have a lot of fun. Let's make this interactive. Who is here? Where are you calling from? Where are you out of? I want to hear in the chat. Let's do this. Mike, Victor, what's going on? We've got John M. What's going on? Marie, great seeing you. Thank you for joining. Cormac, Vidyard, love Vidyard. Michelle, what's up? Senior Director of Sales Development. Chelsea Pike, awesome. Well, let's dive in. Again, drop your Q&A in the Q&A. Hit us up via chat. Engage with the audience. And by the way, what is this topic? Who's this topic for? So this is for anyone in sales, anyone that wants to be a great leader, anyone that wants to make a lot of money, right? Because I'm here to help you make a lot of money, to maximize your wealth, to maximize your health, and to achieve financial freedom. That's what revenue alignment is about. So anyone in any team at any level should be interested in this topic. And for those of you that don't know who I am, I'm Brandon Bornancin, CEO and founder of Seamless.ai. I've been there firsthand building companies and also a part of sales teams as an SDR, as an AE, selling for IBM, Google, and then building my third company right now, Seamless.ai. I've interviewed with some of the top sales experts, authors, you name it, in the world, and making sure that everyone is aligned and marching and driving revenue, crushing quota, hitting their revenue targets is absolutely critical. And the biggest secret to my personal success is I'm here with you today because I've seen firsthand how sales lists can transform your business and transform your life. I've built sales lists that have generated over $1 million in sales. I've built sales lists that have generated over $10 million in sales, over $100 million in sales. Also, I've used sales lists to raise over $100 million in venture capital funding. Literally cold sales lists paired with cold calling, emailing, social selling, you name it, from founders like Google, Amazon, the largest VCs in the world. And I've used sales lists to find mentors, recruit employees, and I've even used it to get featured on Forbes, Wall Street Journal, you name it. We can't see your slides. Okay, cool. Hold on. Amanda, did we lose the screen share? Give us 1 second, guys. Revenue alignment, by the way, is all about when shit hits the fan, you just keep rolling with the team, marching towards the mission and the vision.
You're all good now.
Okay. Amanda, when we lose the slides or Phil from my team, Slack me, let me know, and we'll be good to go. Okay. From the CEO to SDR, I don't know what you guys missed. All good. This is for anyone. This is who I am. Awesome to meet all of you. For those that don't know me. And again, this is what I've learned and been able to achieve with sales lists. And also, by the way, for everyone tuning in, we promised David Delaney, Tenbound, the Tenbound community, we're going to give you a free Seamless.ai license worth 1,000 credits. Use promo code Tenbound 2021, $1,000 in credits going to Seamless.ai, and you'll be able to find cell phones, emails for anyone in the world. You'll be able to take prospecting from minutes to hours, and we're thrilled to have you here. Also, are we losing the screen share again? I can't tell. I'm going back up. Awesome. Looks like this AirMeet keeps crashing. All good. By the way, connect with me. LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram. Connect, follow, hit me up. I'd love to be connected with you. All right, 4 minutes and 55 seconds. We're going to dive into the topic now. From the CEO to the SDR, how to drive revenue alignment from the top. So to align sales, to align marketing, SDRs, AEs, sales ops, engineering, customer success, all the jazz, right? Across every team, across every department. It all starts with you need to be a great leader. And what does that mean to be a great leader? Like, to drive alignment, you need to be a great leader. And what is a great leader? A lot of you may be asking, like I was asking young in my career, shit, I'm still asking myself right now, what do I need to learn, do, or achieve to become a great leader? How can I inspire all my team to maximize their success? Well, a great leader, we keep losing this screen share. Amanda, you know what? Should I get you the link so that you could do the presentation? I don't know why it keeps cutting in and out.
Yeah, if you want to share the link with me, I can post it.
Okay. What we're going to do, we're going to Audible, and then Amanda, someone's got to get you access. Phil, who's live, when Amanda asks for access to the thing, we'll have her pull it up maybe. But anyways, what is a great leader? If your actions inspire others to, number one, dream more. A great leader is someone that gets you to dream more, think bigger than you ever thought was possible. If your actions inspire others to do more, this means all about being able to do more than anyone ever thought was possible. This is all about inspiring others to learn more, become more, and then lastly, achieve more, okay? You are a great leader if you do those things. And the first step to revenue alignment is being a great leader. And it all starts at the top, but it doesn't stop at the top. Everyone that's an SDR should be a great leader. Everyone that's in sales ops should be a great leader. Everyone should be trained by management to be a great leader. Because if you're a great leader, you know the mission, you know the vision, you know how to get everyone marching and sprinting to that marathon goal, right? Every single person at the company needs to be a great leader. They should be trained by management to become a great leader. And you should all receive investments on how to become the best leader that you could be. And ultimately, that will fuel the march and the sprint to the vision and the mission and the revenue alignment to hitting your quota, to hitting the big target that everyone's trying to hit. Some secrets to being a great leader and achieving revenue alignment. You know, and this can be used at any level across any organization, any team, and this is what we use especially across our 150 to 200 person sales team. Number one, daily communication of the mission, the vision, and the results company-wide. Every single day, we are communicating the mission, the vision, the core values, the culture, every single day. And one of the secrets, one of the ways, okay, cool. You've got the screen share up. It looks like Amanda, right? Sweet. Okay, Amanda, if you go to the next slide. So daily stand-ups. One of the ways that we communicate this, daily stand-ups of the mission, the vision, the results company-wide. Daily stand-ups across the entire company. Daily Slack posts with KPIs and goals for every department. So when I wake up every day in the morning on Slack, company-wide, I promote a motivational, message about what are we doing? Why are we doing it? Why we should be fired up today. For example, today there are 5 sales days left in August. There are 95 sales days left in 2021. It's a great day to be alive. Let's maximize our success. Let's maximize our results. Let's be epic and let's be great today. So I'll do that daily post on Slack with the KPIs, with the motivational message. Additionally, we've got daily Slack bots that post the KPIs and success across every company. We are maniacal about tracking the daily, the hourly KPIs of all of the things that we're doing because we want to see all the hard work driving the results and all the results getting us to the mission. It's absolutely amazing. And then next, you've got your weekly one-on-ones with leaders to review KPIs, wins, learning ops, next steps every 30 minutes. These weekly one-on-ones should be held by your management 30 minutes at a time. Okay, next slide. So when you're doing your weekly one-on-ones, so daily communication, right, of the revenue alignment, what you're trying to achieve. Then you've got your weekly one-on-ones with your manager, or if you are here as a manager, as a C-suite, as a VP of sales, sales development, sales ops, you name it. In your one-on-ones, this is pretty simple. What did we get done last week? What did we achieve? What did we accomplish last week? And review that. And by the way, managers, don't be assholes. Like when your team is pouring their heart and soul into what they accomplished last week, celebrate it. Get them excited. Start cheering them on. Be your team's biggest cheerleaders. Celebrate their wins and successes that were accomplished last week. And then the next thing that you want to do is go over, obviously discuss the challenges, the learning opportunities from things that didn't go well, the failures. Shit, what did we try to do that did not work that we failed on? What did we try to do that just was an absolute nightmare? Highlight also what we're working on right now this week, and then identify and address and overcome any blockers, stopping or completing any projects or tasks, and any next steps you've got. So anyone that's in a weekly one-on-one, you want to be highly transparent with your manager. If you've got a great manager, the goal of a manager is to maximize your success. Me as the leader at Seamless, as the CEO, founder, the janitor, the chief, whatever it takes officer, right? My goal is to do whatever it takes to help you win, to help you hit your goals and KPIs, to help you overperform, and to help you absolutely crush it, right? So in the one-on-one, anyone that's tuning in that reports to a leader, make sure you're transparent about what you're struggling with, what you need help with, any problems, you name it. And then managers, listen, right? Put your agenda aside, be excited to celebrate your people's performance and help them overcome any challenges or failures. Most of the people, if they try new experiments, maybe new sales campaigns, SDR campaigns, emails, call scripts, pitches, touches, maybe they lost a deal because they didn't know how to overcome. I'm not interested. It's too expensive. Already working with someone. Call me back later. What's your guarantee? I want one month to month. You name it, right? Don't beat them up. Help them learn from that experience and move forward and overcome those challenges and problems in the future. Sweet. Next slide. Another way to achieve revenue alignment, monthly company meetings. In these company meetings, come out of the gate. Guys, our company meetings, it's like a Tony Robbins concert. We're blasting music, getting everyone excited. And then right out of the gate, we're celebrating every department's successes, the wins, the results. Get everyone super jacked, super eager and excited to crush it. Highlight those results. Spotlight key employees in every division. I'm talking your top performers, right? I'm talking the people that stayed up late, that woke up early, that may have grinded additionally on the weekends, you name it. Highlight these people who are giving their heart, pouring their heart and soul into what they're doing. Showcase the KPI leaderboards, and then have each department share everything that they accomplished last month, what they're working on this month, and then tie back what you did last month and this month to the revenue goal. For example, we're on a mission to positively impact 1 billion people here at Seamless. We're on a mission to help the world connect to opportunity. We believe that our platform will help you maximize your success, right? So our product team, when the engineering team showcases what did we build last month, what are we building this month, it goes back to the mission to positively impact 1 billion people, help the world connect to opportunity, find cell phones, emails for anyone in the world instantly in seconds, you name it, right? And all of that supports the mission. So have each department share what they did last month, what they're doing this month. How does it support the mission and vision of the entire company? And then the quotas and the KPIs of each of those departments. Go ahead to the next slide. Next, guys, get everyone, every peer, every department at the entire company sold on sales. Everyone is a salesperson. There's 7 billion people on this planet, right? One of the biggest sales secrets, and all these books, guys, are #1 bestsellers on Amazon. Go ahead and pick them up. One of the biggest sales secrets I learned is I had to get sold on sales. And once I was fully sold on sales, I realized that everyone is a salesperson selling their ideas, selling their strategies, selling something to someone. You want to get promoted, you got to sell your boss to give you the raise. You want that new job or that new role, you got to sell that employer to hire you, you name it. Everyone at the company, make sure they realize they could drive more leads, more appointments, more sales, even if they are not in sales. If they're in support, drive sales. If they're in engineering, drive sales. Develop more features to drive more sales, you name it. Next slide. Everyone across the entire board is in sales. Amanda, if you could go to the next slide. Awesome. You need to realize that anyone can drive gong wins and anyone can drive revenue. And then pay everyone across the board. If you've got someone in another department that refers you a deal, pay them a referral commission. Pay them a commission on the deal, even if there was a salesperson involved. You want to get people highly motivated in hitting your revenue targets so that the whole company is aligned on generating the sales and revenue results that you and the C-suite developed. Everything in life is a sale, and everything you get is a commission. Make sure your salespeople, make sure your employees across the company are sold. Next slide. A critical piece of revenue alignment is to not bullshit your employees. You know, I truly believe this, like at the core, and this is something that I use with our employees. This is something that I use with my family. This is something that I use with my friends. If I will tell you something, like if I do anything, and maybe it's because I got 3 video people that follow me 24/7 and I'm on camera, right, on YouTube and LinkedIn. I will not say something about someone that I will not say to their face. And if I'm going to say something about someone to someone else, I'm going to make sure that I say it to their face first. Also, use radical candor and transparency with your team members. You have to be direct. You have to share results. You have to share feedback for improvement and lead with transparency. Guys, this month was amazing. We crushed quota. Now we've got this new target that we have to hit. And then what are the strategies that you have to hit this, right? Or maybe you had a bad month or a bad quarter in appointments, in sales, in revenue, in quota attainment, maybe sales cycle increase, you name it. Next slide. Be direct with the feedback that you're sharing. Be direct with the people that you're working with. Share results of the business or the project every day and expect the team to identify ways to improve those results. Next slide. ABA. So ABA, you got to leverage this secret. Always be asking. Next slide. Always be asking your team members, your employees, the people that you work with, how can I improve? How can our department improve? How can the company improve? How can the product improve, right? How can we improve our processes, our operations? What is wrong with our sales force right now? What can be done smarter? What can be automated? How can we generate more results? What the hell needs changed? So as leaders, as employees, everyone across the board, right? All of you in any position at your company are leaders. All of you need to be asking your teammates, your bosses, the people that you manage, what can we do better than we're doing right now today? The minute you stop asking everyone, what are we doing right now that could be done better and how can we do it better, smarter, faster, bigger, quicker? You will lose. You will die because you've got companies and teams like mine that are waking up every single day asking this question. And to be the best, I know all of you can improve, can maximize your potential, and you're living far below the potential that you even think that you can achieve or be or do. Next slide. This is a really important secret. Don't hire people that live in the Eiffel Tower. You know, don't hire leaders that live in the Eiffel Tower, look at their little spreadsheets. Oh, the SDR team, why aren't they doing more calls? Why aren't they booking more meetings? Why aren't they doing this? Don't be the leader up in the Eiffel Tower that's not working with your team. You're just literally, you see the spreadsheet, you post on Slack, you're underperforming, you're underperforming, you're underperforming, you're underperforming, you name it. Hire leaders who roll up their sleeves and get shit done with the team in the trenches. Next slide. Every leader, for example, at Seamless is required to be hungry, is required to be humble, and is required to be the hardest worker in the room. And I highly recommend it. It's worked out great for us to build the #1 company. You know, we just got this award. #1 best places to work, right? The reason why we get these awards is because we have a no asshole policy. We require every leader to be hungry. We require every leader to be humble. No matter how much my net worth is, I will scrub the floors. I will clean out the toilet. I will pick up the garbage. Whatever I need to do to help our team win, to help our company win, to take care of our people, I'm going to do. And we expect that out of every single person, right? Hire leaders who can get in the trenches. No one at the company is also allowed to be complacent. You are never the best that you could be. You could always be better. You need to strive for greatness every day of the week. And you need to work at greatness with your team in the trenches. Next slide. Very similar to the secret that we just went over. You got to hire coaches who play ball. Like if you want to drive revenue growth, you want to hit massive targets, hire coaches who play ball. Next slide. What this means is make sure your leaders, and also make sure like every employee is a leader, right? So when I say the word leader, that's from the SDR to the intern to the AE to the sales ops to the VP to the C-suite, right? All of you here in the audience right now, when I say leader, I'm referring to you. So hire coaches, hire leaders who play ball. You're never better than anyone to do anything. If your team is crushing end of month goals, end of month targets, everyone's doing blitz calls, sessions, they're prospecting, they're knocking door to door, you name it. As the leader, get up and go join them. Make calls with your sales team to customers. Make calls with your sales team to prospects. Help do whatever it takes, right? We talk about this a lot. Do whatever it takes with your team to play the game and win the game and shoot the ball in the damn game. So if you know that you're behind your revenue quota, right, for the end of the quarter, and it's the last week, last month, we're demoing all of our prospects, make sure the leaders from top down, bottom up, you're texting the prospects, you're emailing the prospects, you're sending out direct mail, you're doing whatever it takes to show the value-added follow-up, and everyone is involved in that value-added follow-up. No one likes any leader in any division who doesn't work hard with their team and get dirty in the trenches. Next slide. Some of the best leaders you see, right? If you go back real quick, Tom Brady. He's playing, he's coaching, he's getting his whole team to watch game film, you name it. Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. They're always coaching. They're always trying to get everyone not only to play the game, but to lead the game, you name it, to win. Next slide. These are all leaders who coach up the team, but when needed, can 100% pick up the ball and shoot the winning shot. We all need to be able to do all of those things. Next slide. This is really important. This secret, remember your why tied to the sales goal and mission. Next slide. So when it comes to your why, right, keep track of all of your success that ties back to the mission. You've got customers that are giving you testimonials every single day. You've got employees that are talking about how you and your product and your team and your company is changing their lives forever for the better. At Seamless, I see posts about employees buying their dream car, employees buying their dream house, paying for their kids' college, all of these things, right? Capture those success stories from your employees. Capture those success stories from your customers, from anyone, the followers on LinkedIn, you name it. And then share that with the team and the entire company and remind everyone, this is why we've got our revenue goals. This is why we are here on our mission. You know, for us, it's like, hey, this is why we're trying to get to 100 million in sales, positively impact a billion people, help the world connect to opportunity, and change sales and marketing forever for the better. Look at this testimonial. Look at this testimonial. Look at this testimonial, and share it in real time. And it just reiterates why you're working so hard. Next slide. Always be the hardest worker in the room. Your results and effort will eventually be rewarded. Never forget this secret. Like, if you're always the hardest worker in the room, you're going to be at the top of the leaderboard for promotions, top of the leaderboard for new roles, new responsibilities, stock options, you name it. Next slide. Don't expect anyone to do something you haven't done or won't do. We talk a lot about this. Next slide. Lead by example, share your successes, share your failures and learning experiences, right? Success leaves clues. Success leaves cheat codes. Top performers and managers of top performers figure out what drove that success, what contributed to that success, share it with the entire team so that everyone can hit their revenue targets. Also, failures leave clues. Failures leave learning experiences and cheat codes. What caused that failure? Share it with the team, share it with the company. Let's avoid making those mistakes again, over and over again. Next slide. This is a secret I wish I learned when I was 18, but I learned it when I was 23 and lost $4 million, went $100K in debt, and I had $14 in my bank account. So when I was 18, 19, 20, I built a company that did $12 million. Became super wealthy in college, running an online gambling marketing company. My second company in mobile, text message marketing, flip phones. I launched this second company, and I was too egotistical to listen to anyone. Everyone was like, you need to just sell your product. And I got massive office space. They're like, you just need to build your product and sell it. And I got, 100 employees working with us. I did everything that everyone told me not to do because I felt like I needed to impress the world. I felt like I needed to compete with the world. I needed to compete with other salespeople. I needed to compete with other entrepreneurs. And then I went bankrupt with that second company. Over the next 3 to 4 years, that company failed and mobile failed. I lost millions. I went hundreds of K in debt and I had $14 in my name. And that's when I realized I'm trying to impress the world. I'm trying to impress everyone. This is the dumbest way to think and operate. The only person that you should be trying to impress, the only person that you should be trying to compete to maximize your revenue growth, your sales, your revenue alignment is yourself and no one else. Next slide. If you compare yourself to others, you are limiting your potential to what that person has achieved. If you compare yourself to yourself, you have no limits. There is no one bigger and better than you, right? And if you keep trying to beat who you are right now, today, and what you've accomplished today, last week, last month, last quarter, last year, you can become limitless because the bar just keeps going up and up and up. But if you compete and compare yourself to other people, you'll only set the goal of what they achieved. Compete with yourself and no one else. The person who walks further than they walked before is likely to find themselves in places no one has ever been before. And it's the greatest way to join the top 1% and accomplish the impossible. Next slide. This is a requirement at our company, and I hope that you make it a requirement at your company. We demand and inspire a culture of having to improve at least 1% every single day at Seamless. And this is what helps us achieve sales quota, sales targets, revenue targets that we never believed possible. Next slide. What this means, improve 1% every day. I want to talk about Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was like eighth wonder of the world. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. The people that understand it earn it, and the people that don't understand it pay for it for the rest of their lives. And they're working for the people that understand compounding interest. Next slide. So what this means is build a culture of improving at least 1% every day. Because if you improve 1% every day, it will create compounding interest. And by the end of the year, let's just say day one in the year, you improve 1%. You do that for 365. By the end of the year, you would have improved by 37x. So you need to build this culture of 1% gains, 1% improvements. And let's apply this to money, right? Let's say you've got $100,000 in the bank account. If you improve your bank account by 1% a day, by the end of the year, your bank account will be $3.7 million, all because of the gains you made with compounding interest. Next slide. So the biggest thing that you need to realize is, like, compounding interest doesn't only apply to money and multiplying money. Compounding interest, I believe, actually greater applies to self-improvement and development. And it can be applied to learning and being coachable and doing whatever it takes to maximize your potential and achieve your goals and dreams, right? So when you try to improve every day in sales, in marketing, in operations, you name it, do at least 1%, 37x better by the end of the year. And that's how you hit your big revenue targets. And that's how everyone is marching to the same drum to hit the revenue numbers. Next slide. We talked about this, like what we do at our company, how we do this to really inspire 300 people to want to improve 1% a day. We meet with our employees. What are your professional goals? What are your personal goals? What are your mental goals? What are your health goals? What are your relationship goals? I don't give a shit about just your work goals. Like, I don't care about just your KPIs, about the results you're driving at Seamless. Because guess what? If you're doing well professionally, but your personal life is a shit show, mentally your head is all messed up, your health is the worst that it can be, and you've got terrible toxic relationships, or you wish you had a better relationship with your partner, your wife, your husband, you name it, those 4 pillars are going to take down your professional success, and it's going to fall like the house of cards. So at Seamless, and I implore you to do the same, Work with your employees to figure out the 5 pillars, PPMHR. PPMHR. What are your professional goals? What can I do to help you achieve them? What are your personal goals? What can I do to help you achieve them? What are your mental goals? What can I help you do to achieve them? Your health goals and your relationship goals. And I want you to improve 1% in all 5 pillars of PPMHR. It's absolutely critical. Next slide. Become a talent acquisition machine. So what this means is you need you and everyone at the company, next slide, to be doing whatever it takes to attract top talent, to get top talent to apply, to join the team. When you get a top 1% performer to join the wisdom of the crowd, your crowd gets smarter. Guess what happens when you bring on someone that's a low performer, that sucks, that's negative? They take the wisdom of the crowd and they take it to the floor and they crash that empire. Empires are destroyed from within, not from competing forces. So like I always think of Game of Thrones and all these different empires. Like if any of you are Game of Thrones fans, none of those empires were destroyed from people trying to take over their empire. They were always destroyed by psychopaths in the empire that were negative, low performers, trying to take everyone down, you name it, right? So hire great talent, inspire great talent to go from great to unstoppable, and make sure that you hire these people that have a track record for delivering great results. Become skilled at finding ways to accelerate the careers of the people who work for you and who come on board. One of the greatest things is 95% of our SDRs at Seamless get promoted to AEs, and we try to do that within at least 12 months of being hired. Our goal is you come in, and within the first year, if you crush your quota and you hit your KPIs, we want to train you, get you certified so that you can become an AE. And like you want to create these challenges, the games, you want to make these levels, right? For every single person, SDR, AE, sales ops, you name it. Be a top talent acquisition machine, and then figure out how do I develop top talent to get to the next level in the game of life so that they can maximize the 5 key pillars: professional, personal, mental, health, and relationships. Next slide. Free the people to achieve. What does this mean? So what is this secret? Next slide. This means when you hire great talent or you've got great talent, multiply them. Don't hold them back with chains to the desk. Like, free the people from being held back from oppressive forces that exist. Like, let people, give them the goal, and then say, please work hard to find the strategies and the execution plans to achieve that goal. Give people permission to think outside the box, to speak out loud with the ideas that they have, to share maybe the new strategies or assumptions or new campaigns or scripts or cold call pitches or demos or whatever, right? Let them act based on their expertise. You're hiring all these smart people from everywhere in the world. Let them share their expertise, right? Let them learn from failure. I never get mad with our team when we fail. We'll screw up an email campaign and a bunch of people will complain and yell and scream. And it's like, dude, I appreciate you guys. Naga, JP, marketing, sales. I appreciate you for coming up with new offers, for new emails, new this, new that, new strategies, new engineering features. Let people learn, do, strategize, execute, fail, learn from failure, or learn from their success. Create an environment where the best ideas float to the top from the bottom up, and then let people execute on them as fast as possible. Free your people to achieve. That's one of the fastest ways to achieve revenue alignment. Next slide. Demand thought leadership from the crowd. I hate the word demand, right? That's like, oh, my boss is forcing me to do something. Let's change the word demand to inspire. Challenge your people to excel by inspiring thought leadership from the crowd. Phil, never let me use the word demand on any PowerPoint ever again. Challenge your people to excel by inspiring thought leadership from the crowd. Next slide. What this means is we all have so many experiences, right? The wisdom of the crowd is also one of the greatest wonders of the world to achieve success. Don't become a know-it-all. The minute that you think you have all the answers and you know it all, there is someone out there learning new things, trying new strategies, developing new campaigns to kick your ass. Leverage the thought leadership of the crowd, the wisdom of the crowd to literally execute everything that you need to do to create the consistent, predictable, repeatable, scalable playbooks to hit your revenue goals. Challenge your people to challenge the status quo. Be open to not having all the answers. Ask your team a lot. Hey guys, here's the goal. Here's the problem that we're trying to solve. What ideas do you have? What strategies do you think would work to hit this target or to accomplish this goal or to run through this wall, right? A lot of you like me, we're dealing with like 50 problems a day. What's the new problem? Every day I wake up, I've been running Seamless for shit over 5-7 years now. Every day I just wake up, I know I'm going to have to deal with 10 to 100 problems. And the goal is like, okay, what is the problem? What are the best strategies or solutions to solve that problem? And then what are the strategies and solutions that would drive the highest ROI, the highest results, that would be the lowest development effort to solve that problem, you name it. And be open to getting the answers and solutions from your team to make that happen. Next slide. Always invest in your people and make them accountable. Next slide. I think this is really critical. Like, you always see that thing, what if we invest in people and they quit? And then the guy was like, oh, what if we invest in people and what if we don't invest in people and they stay? I don't know what any of that bullshit means, right? I'm just gonna be straight up with you. I just go all out to invest in our people. And I think if you go all out to invest in your people to maximize their professional success, their personal success, their health, their mental health, and their relationships, you will win. Teach your team and peers to work independently by giving them ownership of their products, of their projects. Invest in their success wherever they need support, in strategy, in execution. You know, we come out with training and masterminds and courses about how to maximize your wealth. You know, this deals with 401k. This deals with stock market trading. This deals with real estate. This deals with like whatever I study. Like, I mean, one of my goals is I want to become a billionaire and then take all that money and donate it all and have a massive impact on the world, right? So I'm studying real estate, stock market. I'm studying sales. I'm studying marketing. I'm studying product development. I'm studying cash flow. I'm studying all of these things. So when I study these things, I share everything that I study, and like I pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for different masterminds and different courses. When I'm doing that, I take the access and I actually give that to our team. And I say, guys, this is what I'm studying right now. I recommend if you're interested in this topic, you should study it too, because I'm studying it. Doesn't mean you need to study it, but there's a reason why the leaders here are doing these things, and we want you to be successful. You know, I had an asshole uncle. By the way, how many of you have an asshole family member out there, right? Raise your hand, drop in the chat. I'm going to try to see if I could see it. So I've got an asshole uncle who became a millionaire, and he never shares any of his secrets. Never shares how he became a millionaire. He became a genius with his success in the stock market. And I call him and I've emailed him like every year, begging him for him to teach me his success to the stock market and all of this jazz. He won't do it. He's an asshole. And we don't believe in that. Invest in your people, hold them accountable, share the strategies that you've leveraged personally and professionally to maximize all facets of your life. Next slide. Be happy, but never satisfied. This secret aligns very well to the top 1%, right? You got to improve 1% a day. Coach the entire company, coach every team that you're on to be happy with their successes, but never be satisfied. We could always achieve more, do more, be more, right? A great leader is someone that inspires you to achieve more, be more, do more, learn more, accomplish more, you name it, right? But that could be a hamster wheel. You could be running on a freaking hamster wheel forever and starve to death and die in that little hamster fucking cage, right? So you want to coach your team and the company and the people that you work with to be happy with the journey. Guys, look at everything we've accomplished. Oh my gosh, this week has been incredible. Look at everything we accomplished today. But I want you to realize we're changing the world. We're accomplishing so much. But I don't ever want you to be satisfied, because you, me, and everyone in this universe right now today is underestimating everything that you can do. this year, next year, this decade, this lifetime. So shoot for the stars. And if you miss, you land upon, well, shoot for the moon. If you miss, you land upon the stars, and you got a hell of a view, and you probably accomplished a lot. You probably made a lot of money, you name it. So I want all of you guys be happy, never satisfied, and appreciate those accolades along the way. Next slide. Wow. Conclusion, next steps, which is perfect because my driver just got here and my wife is blowing me up because we got to catch a flight. Conclusion, to achieve great alignment, you have to create great leaders. Great leaders inspire others to achieve more, do more, be more, learn more, and accomplish more than they ever believed was possible, than they ever thought was inside them, than they ever thought they could ever do in their entire life. That's what I want you. I want you to be a great leader. And if you're a great leader, you will get everyone aligned on the revenue goals, the sales goals, the strategies that you need to execute to be successful. Great leaders consistently bring out the best in their people. This is the kind of leader that you need to become. I implore you, I want to inspire you to become the best leader at the company, the best leader on the SDR team, the best leader in marketing and sales ops, in recruiting. And if you can identify, improve, and harness the genius leadership inside of you and the people around you, there are no limits to what you and your team and your company can achieve to hit any goal, any sales goal, any revenue goal in the world. Next slide. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. I truly appreciate all of you. Right now, for the next 2 minutes, we're behind. I'm gonna force, I think we're good. We're gonna take some questions really quick right now. Any questions? We've got Helen. Everyone that's here, any questions? We're gonna answer questions for 5 minutes. Put it in the Q&A, and we're gonna hit this. By the way, in the meantime, hit that follow button on LinkedIn, that subscribe button on YouTube and the podcast. Would love to connect with you. How do you challenge people to create new content for sales loft, for outreach, you name it, for sales scripts when they feel they're too busy? Dude, what are you talking about too busy? Copywriting and sales. Helen, great question, by the way, from Wes Entrado. Thank you so much. One of the most important things is learning how to be a great sales copywriter in sales. You have to know how to write great sales call scripts, email scripts, social scripts, voicemail scripts, objection handling scripts. Don't let anyone tell you they're too busy. Let them, hey, okay, let's just pretend this team has never written scripts before. Everyone at the company right now on the sales team, every day moving forward, this week, no, screw it. I believe every day. If you need to do something, it should be done daily. So I believe, like, if you're trying to teach copywriting and writing scripts, like the question, I don't know, can we highlight this question on the screen? Let me see. No, you can't. I don't know how to do that. Okay. So the question was, how do you motivate people to write scripts, right? There we go. Boom. Thank you, Amanda, game changer, genius here behind the table. Everyone moving forward, you're going to write one sales script. I don't care if it's for email. I don't care if it's for social. I don't care if it's for calling. Every day, everyone on the team is going to write a sales script, and we're going to share what we wrote. And that would be how I would do that. Next question. How do I stay motivated if we're behind our revenue goals? This is tough, right? Like, motivation comes in a lot of different shapes and sizes. Like, one day I'm motivated, one day I'm not motivated. But one of the ways that I personally have been able to stay motivated to hit $100 million in sales at Seamless, billion-dollar company, an IPO in the next 18 months, is I write my professional goals down every day. I write my personal goals down every day. I write my health goals down every day. And I write my mental goals down every day. I think I'm missing one: professional, personal, health, mental, and relationships, right? My 5 pillars. I write those down every day when I wake up. I write those down every day when I go to bed. And if I'm super stuck at any point in time, I will go back to reading the customer success stories. I'll go back to reading the employee success stories. I will create a gratitude journal. I only use gratitude journals when I'm stuck, by the way. For some reason, the 2 things that I can't do consistently is meditation. I'll try to do meditation, and then I'll do it for a day, and then I won't do it for 7. And then a gratitude journal. I use gratitude journals anytime I'm stuck, where I write down the good shit that's happening to me and my team and my company. And then that helps me get re-motivated, re-energized to the mission, the vision, the goals that we're trying to accomplish. So I hope that helps. Ray, how do you balance hiring coaches who can will play ball versus having them be too involved in the tactical? I think you just got to do both. Like, tell them if they're getting too tactical. And I don't know, Amanda, if you could highlight Ray Reich's question. I don't know how to do that on the screen, but, you know, great question, Ray. Thank you for joining us from RevOps. If a leader that you hire is too strategic, tell them I need you to get more tactical and executional with the team right now. Hey, it's great that you can pull all the freaking data, right? But we've got dashboards that can pull that data from Salesforce, Johnny up in sales ops or sales leadership. I need you. Like, the sales team is obviously struggling with connect rates from cold outbound to booked appointment. Get on the damn freaking meeting on Zoom with them and start writing some scripts. Start calling with them. Start figuring out what we need to do from outbound activity to booked appointments, from booked appointments to held, from held to closed one, you name it, right? Like, I would just try to inspire my leader. If they're too strategic and they're stuck on different things, get executional, get in the trenches. And then if they're too in the trenches, which I've been before as a leader, dude, I used to be super micromanageral when I started Seamless because it was like my little baby and I didn't want anyone to fuck it up, right? And then I just realized you just hire smart people and you empower them to be successful and they will do way better things, greater things than you ever could on your own. So if they're too micromanagement and all that bullshit, I coach and inspire them. Hey, back it off a little bit, dude. Take off the reins. Like, yes, you can meet with your team one-on-one and do the daily stand-ups, but give them the problems, give them the challenges, let them work on solving them. Hi, beautiful wife. Do we need to run? Come here. Will you say hi? Come here. Say hi to the sales development community. Hey guys, we're hitting we got to hit the jet real quick. But last question, Ray, I hope that answered it. And last question, how do you hire top talent? I built the list. I literally prospect to that list every single day of the week. So to hire top talent, what are the most qualified people out there in the world for that job? Use Seamless.ai, use LinkedIn, build the list. And then it's just like selling. How do you sell products? You build the list, you sell the list, you close people on the list. And that's the same thing for hiring top talent. Build a massive list, prospect that list, get people booked in interviews, and then pitch them that this is the greatest job in the world that would transform their life forever for the better. Thank you so much, Tenbound Sales Development Community. We love you. I love you. By the way, everyone, pick up. You know, I've got 3 #1 bestsellers. I think that these books would change your life forever for the better. Pick up 7-Figure Social Selling on Amazon, #1 bestseller. And it has over 400 pages of scripts, strategies, and secrets to help you grow your network. By the way, your network is your net worth. So you got to learn how to grow your network on LinkedIn. Next, Sales Secrets. I've interviewed hundreds of sales experts on their top secrets to success. Success leaves cheat codes. Success leaves clues. This is 650 pages of sales secrets. Pick it up on Amazon. I hope this book changes your life. And then lastly, how I built a company worth $500 million in less than 3 years. How I became a multimillionaire twice. How I lost everything, you name it. How I was able to sell $100 million in sales at IBM and Google was because I did whatever it takes. There's hundreds of habits and secrets and strategies for you to learn how to maximize your success in business, in relationships, in life, to get your mind right, to get in the right headspace, to achieve anything. This book is my book to inspire you to become the greatest leader in the world, whatever it takes. I would pick this book up. I hope all of everything that we've covered in today's presentation in the books with Seamless.ai. Don't forget, join Seamless.ai for free. Use that referral code TENBOUND21. David Delaney has bought all of you $1,000 in credits. My guy, David Delaney, thank you so much for getting everyone $1,000 in credits. You're the best. Tenbound, thank you so much for having me. Audience tuning in, I love you. Hit me up on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on the podcast. Let's make this next year your biggest and best yet. Your success is our success. There is no Q5, LFG, whatever it takes. It's go time. Cheers, everyone. Thank you so much.